All set, and they're off for this Coral Daily Rewards Shaker handicap and uphill run in the early stages. Crown of India in a red cap handy, with Gallantly going forward for Team O'Brien. On the outside is Attila the Honey, with also a handy Open Secret. An Open Secret going ahead now, ahead of stable companion Attila the Honey. Gallantly in third in the shades of green, followed by Crown of India in fourth, and then Lord of Love is close up, followed then by Voyage. Midnight Storm back on the inside from French Duke, and then subsequent back in the field. And just running off the track is Clockmaker as they run now towards the back straight. Clockmaker went very wide indeed off that right hand turn. Up ahead then it's Open Secret that leads the way to Attila the Honey in second. Clockmaker is back on track but trails the field. Gallantly is a close-up third from Lord of Love, and then Crown of India, Voyage, Midnight Storm, French Duke, the White Blaze subsequent, and finally Clockmaker at the rear in the hood, and Jamie Spencer having a slightly difficult ride. They're about to run uphill now towards the final 3/4 of a mile, and it's Open Secret that leads the way still to Attila the Honey in second. Third, getting a nice toe through, is Gallantly in the hands of Ryan Moore. Fourth is Lord of Love in the maroon jacket, passing the sixth, followed back in the field by Crown of India, and then Voyage and Midnight Storm. French Duke towards the back of the field with subsequent on the inside, and 2 lengths last to Clockmaker, and again not really handling that right hand turn there too well at the back of the field. Clockmaker down the hill then towards a final little right hand turn. An Open Secret and Attila the Honey, the two Charlie Johnston train runners, remain 1 and 2, followed by Gallantly in third. Lord of Love is fourth, and then Crown of India. Voyage behind runners from Midnight Storm, and then back in the field still to subsequent. French Duke beginning a bid down the outside, gold sleeves, red cap, and at the tail is Clockmaker. Open Secret, Attila the Honey ridden along. Lord of Love coming there very smoothly in the maroon jacket. The White Blaze Gallantly is trying to battle on, and French Duke looks a danger as well, but it's still Open Secret as they reach the cutaway, a furlong and a half from the finish. Open Secret, French Duke down the outside, Lord of Love between them, and then Gallantly back in fourth place. French Duke on the near side of Lord of Love as they race up towards the line. It's French Duke near side of Lord of Love, heads and necks in it. French Duke near side, French Duke wins the Open. And they're off for this visit. Qatar Oak Tree Stakes Group 3 over 7 furlongs. Stop the Cavalry is going to be dropped in towards the rear a little keenly though. Kathmandu is going forward in the very early stages through the first furlong as they head towards a right-hand turn. Out wide is Breege in the green jacket, got rather warm before the race. Raqiya with the White Blaze back on the inside then of Ziggy's Dream. The favourite Jabara is caught a bit wide round this turn, just out wide a Pretty Crystal as Sea of Thieves in the turquoise jacket on the inside. Then Vetiver and Stop the Cavalry is at the back of the field. Swinging on right-handed then towards the home turn, and it's Kathmandu and Breege 1 and 2, a length and a half away to Raqiya. Ziggy's Dream tracking them, then Jabara, Pretty Crystal pulled to the outside. Sea of Thieves is tucked in on the rail, followed by Vetiver, and then towards the back of the field Stop the Cavalry. Running down towards the final quarter mile, and it's Kathmandu and Breege. These two continue to battle away. Raqiya's got a little bit of a gap up that far rail, if good enough. It's just tightening a little, but here's Jabara now being unleashed by James Doyle, and Jabara quickens up into the lead, followed by Kathmandu and Raqiya. The leaders just edging right towards the far side and edging across Raqiya as they race inside the final furlong. Vetiver finishes well with Ziggy's Dream. Raqiya rallies. It's Jabara from Raqiya, and they're off away. Vingagar on the extreme right in the green and white hoop sleeves. Going forward is Aaron and Amistris on that right hand side. Soldier's Heart just a little away from them. Down the centre, racing quickly, Uzdi Atoe along with Fuji Mountain, and then on the left is Celandine as they carry on through the first couple of furlongs. Behind the leader Zanzibar on the far side with the Man, and then Big Mojo, Mr. Lightside in the firing line as well in the green and white jacket, and then Asterius just tracking them, the red red cap towards the centre, goes well at the moment. Running down inside the final quarter mile, Mr. Lightside, far side with Atoe. Asterius coming through, Amistris on the near side in the white and the spots. On the far side, Big Mojo with Celandine. They race inside the final furlong. Big Mojo in the blue and red jacket, just getting up from Mr. Lightside. Stable companions and Asterius on the near side, but Big Mojo is too good. They're lined up for the Qatar Sussex Stakes, Group 1 over the mile, and they're off. Away well was Henry Longfellow, going forward very early under Ryan Moore from Sunny Liston, and then Notable Speech and Facteur Cheval, and a little away from the others in the yellow jacket in the early stages is Maljoom, racing through the first furlong or so. So Henry Longfellow looks like making this a reasonable test from Sunny Liston in second. 3 or 4 lengths perhaps down in third in the all blue is Notable Speech, followed by Maljoom on the inside of the French challenger Facteur Cheval. Ryan Moore on Henry Longfellow leads the way. Sunny Liston and Ross Orion second. William Buick round the inside on Notable Speech. Then Facteur Cheval and Maxime Guillon and Tom Marquand on the inside just at the back aboard Maljoom as they race right-handed now and head for the home turn. Henry Longfellow by about a half length to Sunny Liston. They're followed by Notable Speech covered up, Facteur Cheval inching closer on the outside, and Maljoom still last of the 5 runners as they now race past the 3 furlong marker. Henry Longfellow nearly joined by Sunny Liston. Notable Speech is waiting in the wings on the inside of Facteur Cheval, and then Maljoom. Ryan Moore just nudges along on the leader, asking for a bit more. Sunny Liston goes well. Notable Speech is poised to pounce in behind them, then Facteur Cheval and Maljoom. Henry Longfellow under maximum pressure now, and Notable Speech dives for the far side at the cutaway and is now delivered by William Buick. Sunny Liston, Facteur Cheval, Maljoom down the outside. Notable Speech picking up brilliantly as he did in the 2,000 guineas. Maljoom finishes up well, but Notable Speech will have the final say in the Sussex Stakes. A mile and a quarter of the journey and they're off. Anoud breaking out well towards the outside in the Alsha Camp colours. Candle of Dubai and stable companion True Wisdom very handy. They're followed by Power of Destiny on the inside of Roaring Success. Driving up the inner is Warder Jamila in the dark blue jacket from Imperial Quarter further back. Secret Solace was keen to post, keen in the race as well as they race uphill through the first quarter mile, and Whisper is the back marker about 3 lengths detached. Candle of Dubai out in front from Anoud on her outside. A length and a half or so then back to True Wisdom wide of Warder Jamila. Purple and yellow diamonds on the outside. Roaring is at Roaring Success. Then on the inside Imperial Quarter from Power of Destiny, Secret Solace, and still 2.5 lengths to Whisper. Climbing the hill, passing the 3/4 mile marker, and soon they'll be swinging on right-handed downhill. And it's Candle of Dubai by a half length under Vincent Ho, visiting Hong Kong rider. From in second place, Anoud. Warder Jamila round the inside, True Wisdom, Imperial Quarter, Roaring Success. Then Power of Destiny towards the back is Secret Solace, still second last, and Whisper held up at the back in the hands of Kieran Schumacher. Down the hill and round this final little right-hander. Candle of Dubai has made most of the running so far from Anoud in second. Warder Jamila in the darker blue jacket towards the inside, possibly waiting for the cutaway, though there's a nice gap there for Warder Jamila, who's going well and looks as though she might just have struck the front. Out wide of True Wisdom, Roaring Success, then Imperial Quarter back on the rail, followed by Power of Destiny, who's got nowhere to go at this stage. Secret Solace tries to run and then Whisper. Warder Jamila and Anoud, these two battling on together, followed by Imperial Quarter. Out wide now is Power of Destiny with a challenge as Candle of Dubai weakens away Warder Jamila. Anoud and Imperial Quarter on the far running rail. Power of Destiny continues to stay on well, and from the back flying is Whisper, but runs out of room up towards the line. Anoud just in front. Anoud. Where's Claire being pushed forward? Where's Claire pushed forward? Here's Kuwaitia. She's going to be the last in. Kuwaitia to make up the line here under Kieran O'Neill. 5 furlongs the journey. The British Stallion Studs EBF Alice Keppel Filly Stakes. Slow start from Radio Star on debut. On the right, Where's Claire away fairly well, going forward in the noseband Kuwaitia. Down the centre, Convo, but showing the best speed is Storm Call towards the far side in the gold sleeves. Tracked then by Ziggy's Aerial and the favourite Coto De Caza. Radio Star has shown speed to recover from the slow start. Back in the field, far side is Blue Zodiac, chased by the White Blaze Bailey's Jubilation. On the right, Where's Claire still, followed by Lucky Gift and Havana Gila. They're just a little bit behind in that noseband Kuwaitia. Heading down inside the two, and it's still on the far side Storm Call that leads. Coto De Caza now being produced. Coto De Caza and Harry Davis. Kuwaitia runs on down the near side from Convo. Blue Zodiac from the back, but Coto De Caza has picked up well, skips 2 lengths clear. It's Coto De Caza from in second place. Storm Call has run a good race, but Coto De Caza strides away. He's in and he's off with them. They're racing for this HKJC Whirlpool Handicap. Misinformation on the extreme outside in the noseband. Yellow Jacket going forward with Hieronymus. So Winston in blue is handy. Mum's Tipple as well with the White Blaze. Up the inside is Wob 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 heading off Castle City. Alza here close up with the Turpinator, and Dragon Leader a little wider out. The widest remains Misinformation. Blueprints is back on the inside with Yorkshire right up the rail, not getting the best of runs. Metaverse in the midfield, Yellow and Maroon Jacket. They're followed by Star of Orion and R4. Then Misinformation shuffle back somewhat, and then Catch the Paddy is towards the rear as well as they make their way towards the home turn. And right out the back, Racing Breaks Rider and Billy Joe is towards the rear as well. Mum's Tipple on the inside of Sir Winston. Then Hieronymus and Alza here full of running in behind runners. Then Castle City on the inside, Wob 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 in the yellow and white, followed through by Yorkshire. Blueprints is behind these wider out. The Turpinator in the ruck with Metaverse, who's struggling for racing room. Then Star of Orion just behind Castle City. Out wide, Change for Good is beginning to unwide. Gold sleeves, red cap, so too Billy Joe from a long way back, but Blueprints taking it up from Wob 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 on the far side. Then Alza here into third. The fast finishers, Billy Joe down the outside and Misinformation, but Blueprints with first run and Blueprints wins. Billy Joe for second, probably. Racing Breaks Rider running on well, dashing down the outside.